Out of an ancient domain arises a new nation and a new image of Africa. The continent of Africa The government of modern Nigeria is largely founded on noted for their staunch Islamic faith. When the British finally defeated the ruling Fulani emirs at the turn of this century, the new colonial policy became one of indirect rule. Tribal authority was left undisturbed, local government remaining in the hands of the emirs or chieftains. The Hausas of the northern desert, noted for their trading ability, the Hausas are rapidly spreading their language and Islamic faith across West Africa. Rainforest is the largest cultural group in West Africa. Close to the sea, both the Igbos and the Yorubas have been subjected to extensive Christian missionary activity. On these remote highlands dwell today most of Nigeria's so-called pagans, representing almost 1/4 of the population. Due to Fulani and Hausa influences, these people are being rapidly converted to Islam. One of the most powerful Muslim emirs is situated on the edge of the Sahara Desert. For 1,000 years, Kano has served as a center of trade and as a gateway to the interior of Africa. Despite the advance of Western customs, the old ways persist, such as the use of the calabash gourd for porterage and storage. The production of cotton and the dyeing of cloth in deep open-air pits is one of the leading traditional industries of Kano. The production of ground nuts is also an industry of national importance. The nuts are harvested during the dry season. They are put into bags and stacked in huge pyramids, inspected, and then transported to the markets and docks. The curing and tanning of hides and skins is widespread in northern Nigeria. This too is a major industry. The tsetse fly causes a fatal sleeping sickness in cattle. Despite modern controls, the tsetse fly remains the scourge of the cattle industry. The scarcity of wildlife in the rainforests of West Africa is also due largely to the tsetse fly. It's the main centres of northern and southern Nigeria. Three-quarters of all Nigerians are engaged in agriculture. Subsistence farming is gradually being superseded by modern methods of agriculture. Moreover, there is today a drift of population from the rural areas to the large cities. But throughout Nigeria, every village still celebrates the harvest in the traditional way. Over 6,000 fishermen pour into a tributary of the Niger for the annual festival which celebrates the opening of the fishing season. Amidst great excitement, each fisherman places his catch in a large calabash gourd, hoping he will receive the prize for the largest fish caught. The River Niger is Africa's busiest inland waterway. Eastward, then southward, the river flows nearly 2,600 miles to the sea. The steaming domain of swamp and mangrove forest that stretches along the vast Niger Delta was once known as the white man's grave. Because of the generally adverse climate, very few Europeans have settled permanently in any part of West Africa. Its buildings roofed with thatch in Nigeria favors the production of cash crops for export: timber, cocoa, rubber, and palm oil. The oil, processed from the palm kernels, is Nigeria's principal export. Palm oil is used in the manufacture of soap, margarine, and many lubricants. Nigeria has some coal and vast quantities of tin and columbite. Moreover, substantial reserves of oil have been located under the River Niger. Such industrial activity is contributing to the education and progress of many former villages. With the assistance of Western investment and technicians, much of Nigeria is changing from a land of tribal villages to one of modern cities. Already a small clerical and professional class has emerged in the cities of Nigeria. A striking example of Nigerian progress is the hospital of the University College at Ibadan, where great advances are being made against sleeping sickness, yaws, leprosy, and blindness. Nigeria's most urgent task is the education of her youth. From the University College in Ibadan to local Islamic schools, there is a great desire for learning. The regional governments spend nearly 2/5 of their budget on elementary education. English is the language used in higher education, but tribal languages are generally used in the junior schools. Technical students are trained not only in modern methods and techniques, they are also taught how to apply their skill to serve the needs of the community. Nigeria's future progress in agriculture and industry, in combating disease and ignorance,